Afternoon, still on the 8th of May 2026. This is Simeon. So now I'll be using this opportunity to explain to people who are watching this who a 3D player is, and it's also an opportunity to confirm my own understanding of who a 3D player actually is. So let's get to it. This is the book where I write many things. This particular one, this big one, is my journal, and this book here is specifically for basketball. So you'll see my definite chief aim here to be an elite 3 and D small forward, recording the journey all the way so I can get a chance to play in Europe, Asia, or America. Yes. So I've been writing in it for a couple of days, although it's still a bit empty. I just got a book, but sooner or later it will be filled with a lot of stuff. And this one too is my journal. I just started it too as well. It's not empty. Yes, we are gonna get it filled. So a 3 and D player is a special archetype of player that serves as that plays an important role in team basketball. So what is the meaning of the 3 and D in the first place? The 3 means the ability to score 3 pointers, and the D means defense. So that's just the basic pillar of a 3 and D player. You score threes and you go back to play defense, but that does not explain a lot of roles that a 3 and D player takes. A 3 and D player is a role player, is a team player. They are there to let you know that basketball cannot be played by one person. Usually, they are always at the corners and the wings of the basketball court. If you as a defender leave them open, you are dead, because they will throw the ball up and it's going in for a 3-pointer. If you overlook them, you are dead, because they can cut back door and get an easy layup. If you don't follow them all the time, they can always run around the court to find an open spot. And if you cannot catch up with them, you're also dead. So those 3 things I've explained now just explains a little of what a 3 and D player is. And inside my notes, I've got to learn more about being a 3 and D player. The first and the most important thing about a 3 and D player is their efficiency. What do I mean by their efficiency? This means that they contribute to more output with less effort. I'll say that again. They contribute to more points with just less effort. I'll give you a very good example. There's this game that Klay Thompson scored about, I cannot remember the number of points, but it was like 20 something points with just 11 dribbles. That is crazy. That is an elite level of playmaking. To be able to score 20 plus points with less dribble. Yes, that's how effective a 3 and D player can actually be. So I had to quickly confirm about Klay Thompson's game where I said he scored 20 something points with just 11 dribbles. Sorry, he scored 43 with just 4 dribbles. That is insane. A link is going to be in the description. Rather, I will drop the link of the YouTube video in the description. Yeah. So aside that, major ways that a 3 and D player scores or make impact in the game on offense is catch and shoot. Catch, 1 dribble, pull up, catch and kick, catch, 2 dribbles, lay up, catch, 2 dribbles, kick, backdoor cut, get a pass, lay up, backdoor cut, get a pass, kick. I mean, all of this now, the most amount of dribbles I've even mentioned is just 2. As a 3 and D player, you need not dribble too much, except if you are bringing the ball up and the point guard is in a tight position, yes. But aside that, you're good. Just get the ball and shoot. Get the ball, 1 dribble and shoot. So that's it. And aside, okay, I did not explain the defensive part. On the defense, the 3 and D player is one of the most quickest laterally. Laterally, I mean by side to side shuffles. Yes, they're one of the quickest defenders in the team, and they know how to guard the best players or the best 3 and D players on the other team because they understand the instincts. So, aside that, I don't think there's anything a 3 and D player does more than that. Although I'm still learning, I don't know if there's anything that I've mentioned here today, anything that I have not mentioned here today that is still important. But with time I get to know more. Yeah.